Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Matrix Money Tuesday.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good. I feel like we should be more hype, right? The market's going crazy and everybody's just like, oh, yeah.
Is it a head fake?
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. My heart's been crushed so many times in the last year, so I don't want to get too excited.
Listen, you should be already ROI'd on Solana.
I did, and hopefully it stays that way for a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping it stays that way for a little bit, please.
Oh man, Automatic Beats is in the house.
Automatic Beats, hello,
welcome, Mike.
Mike, good evening.
Appreciate you being here. I think our notifications are just going out. It's like the trickle is in here. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit of a delay.
You know,
there's Beats again.
All right. Well, let's see. Somebody pop in there. Oh yeah, Automatic Beats. All right. Well, do you want to start off with the markets? Speaking of the markets,
let's start off with that because that's a nice bright note here. Let me pop it up here. I think I'm going to zoom in just a little bit just so we can see these numbers nice and clear. There we go.
Hold on. Before we even start, the last time the market went up and we got all excited, I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I remember.
Didn't it crash like the next day? I feel like we're kind of like
I didn't want you to say anything.
I was gonna say, what are you saying? We're the harbingers here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you believe in like that sort of superstition, maybe you can play the market. Since now we're streaming, maybe the market will go down.
We have a Kramer effect on the markets.
Exactly.
Oh man, wow. So I don't know what the all-time high was for Bitcoin, but we're at 88,390, which is incredibly high. That's 21% for the week. I think it touched 89. Did it touch 89,000?
I'm pretty sure it did. Yes.
Yeah.
It even touched 90 on crypto.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh, no kidding.
I posted a screenshot on X of it hitting 90 on crypto.com. So I would say crypto.com does report a little bit higher. So there is an arbitrage opportunity there. If you have big money. They always post higher than Coinbase or Kraken. So
okay, well that's good to hear. I have no arbitrage money. You know what? The bull market is here. I'm really happy because I'm burnt out of cash. I have no cash left. Hopefully, I can start taking profits now.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we have Ethereum at 32.77, up 36%. These numbers, these weekly numbers are insane.
Yes.
Like absolutely insane. And then my dream crypto Solana, that one's up 30%. It's at 214. I'm in the black right now with this one. I just want it to stay above 200 and I'll be happy with that. I don't know what will happen. Then we got BNB at 632.85. That looks good.
Kicking butt.
Yeah, and that's been solid. That's just it's up 13% for the week, but it's been consistently going up. Like that one has been bulletproof. And then I don't know if this is a surprise for you, but Dogecoin up 135% for the week at 39 cents. That's insane.
That is absolutely.
Oh, he froze there.
It was so crazy. He froze.
Yeah, so that's like the Department of Government Efficiency. Is that what it's supposed to be now?
Or some such thing, yeah.
Something like that.
I think that's separate from this, but yeah.
It's going to have an effect. Just the fact that it's using the Doge name, right?
Yeah.
And it's Elon related, so that's good.
Yeah, Elon adjacent. I'm trying to get that out 5 times fast. Yeah.
What else do we have here? Let me know if you want me to stop anywhere. Tron, I've been watching this over the last few months. This has been steadily rising as well, up almost 17% right now.
Yep.
And Avalanche, even though this is up 46%, I still think this is undervalued. Avalanche at below $50, I think, is undervalued. This is a really great crypto stock.
No,
or crypto
agreed.
Ticker. I don't know what to call it. All right, let me go down a little bit more. Sui up 66%. And let's see. Anything else, guys? We got Litecoin. Litecoin's at 77.78.
Caspa's been crapping the bed a lot.
Caspa seems to be doing its own thing, right?
Yeah, it did go up a little bit, but then now it's starting to go back down again. If you look at the 24-hour,
yeah,
and I'm just like, that's
8%.
Pretty depressing. for me.
It is depressing. However, Caspa seems to do its own thing. It doesn't seem to be correlated with anything else in the market. When Bitcoin's going down, this one's spiking up. So I'm not really sure what to say about it. One thing that I did tweet out earlier today, which I kind of hope, is that there's a stable coin pegged to the this network. I'd love to see like USDT or USDC just to make transactions and make utilize the low transaction fees on this chain. I think that would be great.
Now, I agree with you there.
I saw you tweeted that. Is there like rumors of that happening?
No, there's nothing. I was moving Caspa today, and I would be like, it would be great just to move this into a stable coin, like some of my Caspa that I'm holding. Can't do that easily. You have to move it to an exchange and everything else that goes along with that. Right now, the network that I'm utilizing the most seems to be Tron. It seems like everyone's accepting that for USDT and
they are
around.
It's cheap and fast. Yeah.
Dog with hat is up. The meme coin's up 56% at $3.23. And then I'll keep going down here. Yep. These are insane numbers. Boink up almost 100% for the week. 94.8%. That's huge. Yes. And here's my other pick. My pick a few weeks ago was Arbitrum. This one moved up 31.7% for the week, sitting at 63 cents. I still think this one again is undervalued. I believe anything south of $1 is a great pickup for Arbitrum. I think this could do a 2 to 3x from there at least when it hits $1. Down a little bit more.
Yeah. What else? How's VeChain doing? I saw you just came by VeChain.
VeChain?
I haven't had a chance to check that recently.
Yeah, VeChain's at 0.27 cents. Up. Actually, it's down for the last 24 hours, 2.2%, but it's up almost 40% for the week.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Go down a little bit here. I mean, everything seems to be up at least 30% right now, majority of the cryptos. So it's looking really good. We'll leave that at that. Gala. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Just wrap up the top 100.
I mean, no. I feel like once we start going to the top 200 and 300, then you just...
It starts getting out there.
Yeah, it starts getting crazy.
I mean, we should probably mention that we're now at over a $3 trillion market cap.
Yes. That's pretty big.
Yeah,
so is the goal, what's the goal here for market cap right now for the market? I've been hearing $7 to $10 trillion in this bull run. Is that what you guys are hearing? Yeah.
That's what everybody seems to be touting, whether it happens.
Yeah.
I feel like we should be a lot more excited, but we're not. This is hilarious. The prices are up all over the place and no one's like super excited right now. So that's funny.
I feel like it's because... Well, at least I'm only speaking for myself. Like, it's been a week, right? Like maybe a little bit under a week, but we've already had time to digest. We've already seen the pump already. And right now, there's nothing that's super interesting going on other than price continues to go up. I mean, there's not much to talk about unless, like, the alts start really taking off. I don't think alts have really taken off yet.
No, not yet.
Agreed.
I think we're waiting on that. Yeah, so
Agreed.
We're gonna let.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm anticipating a retracement.
Me too. Yeah.
I mean, it's like this. Okay, when?
Yeah.
You know,
the target seems to be 100K Bitcoin, and maybe we'll get close to the high 90s, and then we're just gonna retract it out there. Yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Mike is saying deeper is in a separate world here.
Let me see what that one's.
What did they just do? Didn't they? Was it deeper? Oh no, it was Dynex that did some kind of exchange thing, right? I don't know. I've been reading so much I can't keep them all straight anymore. Oh man.
Here is deeper, not joining the party.
Where is it ranked?
What's that?
Where's deeper ranked currently?
Let's see. Is it at the top?
Does it say right there? I can't read it on the screen here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I can't see either, but
I thought it was right up near the price. No. Does it say rank right there? No. Hang on. I'll bring it up and see.
I think even when you search it in the search bar, it like shows the rank as well. I think.
All right.
I haven't been on here in a while, but does it show it? No, it does not.
It doesn't anymore.
No,
it used
it
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to.
Oh, rank? No, it's blacked out. It
Okay.
says rank over here, and
okay, that's what.
Oh, and
it's out
blank?
of the top 1,000, maybe. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. It's not here. I just pulled up another site. I can't. It doesn't give it a rank.
Oh, that
weird.
sucks. That's not. I'm
That's
not happy to see that.
weird.
Yeah, you might want to try CoinGecko then for that. Or are you on CoinGecko?
I'm on CoinGecko. Let me try and CoinMarketCap. Yeah.
That's usually something you'd see out of a CoinMarketCap.
Yeah, I stopped using it for that reason.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it has it 1334.
Okay. Interesting.
So there you go.
1336. There you go. I moved it. Okay. Sad day for Deeper. Happy day for everybody else.
And you're right, Automatic Beats. Deeper will get it today. Yes.
Just be back in a second here, guys.
All right. So while he's stepping away, you want me to go through what little I have and we can chat through it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what I got here. So the first thing I got is this. Again, this is news I didn't even put in originally in this for this live stream, but here it is. Canary Capital files registration statement with the SEC for an H-bar ETF. I don't know if you guys I've got H-bar. That was one of the ones that dollar cost average into, and I'm staking. I like H-bar, frankly.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But here we go. H-bar ETF. Now, that doesn't mean there's going to be one tomorrow, obviously, but the fact that somebody took the time to actually file the paperwork, I think is huge.
No, that's definitely huge in regards to future price action of H-bar.
Yeah, do you know what the key selling points are for H-bar? I haven't done too much research on it.
Well, they are very much trying to bring all of the CFI, so centralized finance, and the traditional businesses into the blockchain space. And that has been huge. Matter of fact, I think we talked about it one time here. I didn't even realize it, but as I was doing research for H-bar back in the day, for those who have credit unions, my credit union all the time, I have my phone, I go on and they've been trying to get me to do a digital ID with them. And I didn't want that. No, I'm not doing a digital ID with you. But come to find out, they ran that program to get digital IDs for credit unions through H-bar.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So I had no clue. But that's the kind of stuff that they're working on. They're definitely more centralized. There are only 28 what do they call them? Members that are part of the staking council. You know what I'm saying? So again, much more centralized, which is the only drawback for me. But I like the way they're taking it, and they're still trying to keep it decentralized narrative in that framework. And there needs to be somebody to draw the more basic business, the more TradFi institutions into blockchain. And if they're it, so be it.
To hit the ground running, you sort of need that.
Right.
Yeah. And just for that transition on its own, there needs to be some sort of element.
I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's definitely got to do it. Yeah.
So, and then I'm just going to zip through what I had here.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Okay, so here's this one. I think you guys probably all heard and or saw this weekend. That Solana was down again this weekend.
Yeah.
I had on my Monday stream, I played a video that who was it? DB Crypto, the guy I was asking to come on and chat with us. He has not responded back to me, so I'm guessing after he went on with Crow, he doesn't need us because Crow is much bigger than we are. So, but he did a whole video about it. I mean, I've got it if you want to play it, or I don't want to piss Automatic
Is it long?
off here.
If it's short, go for it. I was
yeah.
looking at the ticker. Solana has a status ticker for operational status for their network, and it didn't set off a blip on any one of the channels. So I thought that was kind of interesting, even though everyone was reporting it.
Yeah,
I'll
everybody
pull it
was
up on
all over.
yeah, I'll show you what
that.
I'm talking about. It's a 90-day chart.
Yeah, no, you've shown it before. Go ahead, bring it up.
There it is. Right. So this is a 90-day timeline, and it doesn't show up anywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So they're calling it 100% uptime right now.
Hey, Chris. Welcome. And yeah,
Chris.
I love my soul haters.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So as far as the network's concerned, there was no outage.
And then, you know what? we'll let that go. Seeing they're saying they're 100%. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know what, but everybody and their brother has got, you can find it everywhere. But anyway, then the last thing was this, and I thought FF may want to chime in on this a little bit. Hang on one second. Bring it up here. Oop, did that pop up? Oh, yeah, There it is. Okay, good. Sorry about that, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties driving here. So basically, new virus danger targeting cryptocurrency users. Now, just to kind of bring a couple of these together, North Korean hacking group and I don't know, Blue North or whatever. I don't know if anybody's aware of them. Developed a malware targeting Mac users. Basically, Operation Dub Hidden Risk uses a method that starts with a fake PDF file. And when the user downloads the file, secondary malware file downloads to the Mac OS desktop without their knowledge, and then starts accessing stuff primarily focusing on cryptocurrency. Are you familiar with this, FF, by any chance? Did you hear about this?
No, I have not. And you know what, guys? Ever since I left the Bank of New York Mellon, I don't know if you guys knew that I worked there as a cybersecurity professional.
Yes, I knew.
For crypto, I don't know if I said it to the masses, but
I don't think you did.
I just stopped paying attention, to tell you the truth, because I don't really have to, because that was my job at the time to pay attention to crypto security. That's also why you don't see many videos of me doing crypto security anymore, because there's no point. But this is very interesting. How this payload gets to your computer is likely through some sort of phishing, some sort of social engineering. That's really big for North Korea. That's something that they've always done. So likely one of their TTPs is just utilizing email, right? So again, you know, I feel like I'm just, what is it, like a broken record is the phrase. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. But if you see an email, right, because that's the only way you're going to get a PDF.
The emails are getting more and more realistic, though, I gotta say. I've gotten quite a few. They go in my junk folder, but when I look at them, they look pretty official to me. A lot of them. And I don't know how they're getting the list, but a lot of them are related to products and services that I already have. So it is easy to get tricked if you're not paying attention, especially if you have a busy day and you're just trying to fire through your inbox.
Well, there's your problem right there. You shouldn't be firing through anything, especially when you have stuff like this that is so easy to access anything, right? I mean, cryptocurrency alone, once they have access to your computer to do whatever they want to do, right? There's other issues outside of just the cryptocurrency side, right? Like, obviously, the payload or the virus is going to be looking for a particular string, likely address, right? It's going to be looking for keys, which are a certain size or length, and then it's going to exfiltrate those keys and then send it back to the C2, the command and control. But and that's all just like security talk, but like ultimately that's just the bare minimum, right? That's just the little piece that it's doing. I haven't done much research on this, but if they're doing some sort of key logging or trying to find certain lengths to find private keys and stuff, they're going to be trying to find other things too, social security numbers, right, that you might have stored on your computer, any sort of files that are named PW or password, anything crazy that you guys are doing at home. they're going to be looking for that as well, right? Like, so you got to be careful. It all starts with that email that we just breezed through.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What
I found interesting is that it was targeting Mac OS. Now, are you seeing more of a rise with Mac OS when these type of security alerts and intrusions?
I think it doesn't quite matter. And like, I do some contracting for a law firm, and a majority of their IT infrastructure is all Mac OS. And the one thing that I don't like about Mac, outside of their security stack is very, very strong, is how they go about updating. So the issue that we're having currently is, if I'm doing anything Windows, right, I know that updates are going to come out Tuesday, right? Patch Tuesday. Everybody knows about that. But when it comes to Mac, it could be sporadically on a Thursday. It could happen on a Tuesday. You really don't know. And I actually had to sign up all of the IT people that are under me to a basically like some sort of email subscription that Mac actually has that you can sign up for, where they will alert you via email if there's a security update, which I think is nice, but I also feel like it shouldn't be so sporadic. They should be maybe a little bit more organized and regular,
more consistent with it.
Do they give you any notice? Is it like a 48-hour notice, or is it just like, hey, we'd release the new patch?
They don't even say. And like, if somebody's looking for this information so that they get updates right away from Apple, I can provide you with that link. Just like DM me on X or something like that. That's fine. But I just thought that was interesting. And there's a caveat to that as well. So them reacting to things could be a good thing as well, because then, like, okay, let's say there's a vulnerability, and then they're like, okay, well, let's create the patch, and instead of waiting until a set date, we're going to go ahead and patch it Wednesday, right? We see it Tuesday, we're going to go ahead and patch it Wednesday. But like I said, because there's no real order, you can miss it, right? Like, if you're a normal user, you're not just IT that's looking at this all the time, then you could possibly miss those sort of updates. And that is just something that I think is totally not so much crypto related, right? Or related to this issue that
it's an
CCM
ecosystem thing.
up. It's just more like an ecosystem thing.
Yeah. And I just got into it. My wife picked me, grabbed me one of the 16s, and I'm an Android user, and I've been using Android for 15 years at least. And I actually had an iPhone when it first came out. I was one of the first people in Canada to have an iPhone, because my brother-in-law drove over to the US to pick one up when it first released. I thought it was fascinating. But over the hype and everything else, I just thought Android was just better if you want to mess around. It's not so sandboxy. You can do what you want. And just trying to get used to the features of this operating system and the way things work there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. So anyways, I don't want to knock Apple, because it does seem to be a lot more secure in a lot of senses. But just getting used to the functionality and getting used to being in that sandbox is it doesn't feel good, especially if you're in the crypto space.
Right. Yeah. You guys got thoughts about this from Mike?
I saw a post of a guy claiming that he flashed KS0 Pros with Ultra's firmware, giving the Pros 400 gigahertz. The only thing he said he's done is change the thermals and the fans. What?
That doesn't sound right.
No, that doesn't. Okay, so one, he's saying that he flashed them, which is not just changing the thermals and adding fans.
Yeah. So he got something from somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a few of them going around, right?
Yeah, I feel like this is this seems kind of scammy to me. There's obviously PB Farmer, who's trusted in the community.
Yep.
Right.
You also have Greater Good Mining. He tests out quite a few firmwares. He does an excellent job testing them out.
He does.
So if you want to validate that, you can definitely check out his channel, especially with the KS the KS0 series.
Yeah, I would not give some random person my KS0 Pro to change my thermals and fans. You might not see that KS0 again. Just saying.
You don't want to brick it on a chance.
right?
Yeah, and then if this guy is saying that he's changing the thermals and fans, then I don't know. I feel like he's going to take your KS0 based off of what I'm seeing here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm not even confident opening one of those up. A software upgrade, no problem. Firmware upgrades, but opening them up is just out of my league.
I hear you. DMV Botter, welcome. And I don't know, what do you guys think about this?
Well, definitely not the Canadian Thanksgiving, but yeah, maybe the American one.
well, hold on. Didn't Bitcoin go above 100K CAD?
Yep. Over, I think it's over 125 Canadian right now.
Yeah, he didn't specify. So
okay, so he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Let me just check NDAX. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh shit. Automatic B saying he only keeps Feathercoin. That's something I haven't heard in a little bit on his Mac.
Isn't that script too? Like you can mine Beats, you can mine Feathercoin with your L3. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember.
L3.
But speaking of L3s, I posted in the chat, and I guess we have a couple people on here, and I probably shouldn't do this because then people might start buying them. But I know I know that Bitmain L7s have gone through the roof. They're primarily just used too, so then you have that risk of buying a used ASIC.
Mm-hmm.
And the L9s are definitely getting out of price range for the normal miner, in my opinion. And L3s are great, but they're not super efficient. Then you also know you have the Doge minis that aren't the greatest as well. You have those LFXs or whatever they're called that are pretty decent, very efficient. But I, in my opinion, still believe, the home miners, that they're still kind of expensive. But the one that made sense to me money-wise, and you guys can go on ASIC Miner Value and look at this, and then also it's in the green on ASIC Miner Value as well. Yeah. It's the DG Max. And I've heard great things from one of the people that I host with. And they said, they haven't had an issue with these sort of form factor gold shells that are very similar to like your typical Bitmains. And it's giving a little bit over 6 gigahash, the DG Max. It's not super expensive. Like I've been looking around, and some of them I just got hit up by one of my suppliers, and they're under 3K. And they are mining your Doge and your Litecoin. They're dual mining. So if you go down a little bit, what do you mean? Who did he say? Why can't you run them? Why did he say that? Anyways, go down a little. Like look at that. Like you can profit ROI in a year.
Oh, right over here. Yep.
Yeah, but you can ROI sooner if you don't include electricity. If you go down a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Sorry, go down a little bit more. And you'll see where you can buy and stuff. Look at that price, guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this price has not changed much. Mm-hmm. And if you look at like an L7 that has like maybe like, 1.5 or 2 gigahash more, like it's going to be 3 times this amount.
Yeah.
So
it's not even worth it.
I've been getting my invoices and buying a couple of these. I'm letting you guys know before like Panda steals my thunder or Chump or one of those other guys. but yeah, I mean, and Chris has a point there too. Like I think you have it set on like 14 cents. Like my provider currently is or that's at 12 cents. Mine currently is at 8 cents. Yep. And like if you have a good hosting provider, then you can really make some good money with that DG Max. So just saying. I'm gonna stop talking about it because I feel like I want to give it to shooting myself in the foot.
I'm glad you brought this up. I'm really happy you brought this up because it's a really good question of profitability and the flip game for people who have bought miners years ago. Now they've been holding on to them. It's been sitting in storage for a while. Now is a prime opportunity. At least we're at the beginning of the prime opportunity of possibly offloading it, getting a little bit of cash out of that, investing it into other projects. What do you think about that? And is there specific ones that you think might be a good deal, or do we have to wait a little bit longer?
I think personally, it's a seller's market right now, not a buyer's. So
Mm-hmm.
so if you have the inventory to sell, if you have old L7s to sell, great, right? I think this is the perfect time because a lot of the suppliers that I'm working with, they keep telling me, yeah, the price updates are happening like very much like quicker than they were before, essentially is what I'm trying to get at. So if you have the inventory and you want to get rid of it to upgrade, this might be the time. I don't know if you want to sell and then immediately buy because it is a seller's market.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best way to go forward. Not financial advice. Please throw that up there.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I think if you want to sell, like, why not? I know me personally, I've gotten rid of some of my older rigs. And that's again why I'm buying some of the newer ones that are coming out that are still a good price before they make drastic updates. So yeah, you just got to look and find some of these gems like I did. They're there. You just got to
really
look and find it. Yeah, you're not going to hear it from like your typical YouTubers, right? Because they're going to focus on mainstream news. They're going to focus on, price, which we do on cryptos, and they're just going to focus on like
also sponsors. If they're sponsored
sponsors,
by
right?
Yeah, that's going to sway the opinion.
Good point.
I'm not throwing any shade, but they're not going to do that, or they're not going to tell you. Like, I really didn't want to tell you, but I'm telling you because like I have nothing else to say. So now I'm just talking and shooting myself in the foot a billion times.
There it is.
But yeah, like that's the truth of it all. So come here, look, talk to suppliers, try to hop into some of these new rigs that kind of pop up, and the prices may seem a little off, like unrealistic, and then you just kind of got to capitalize before they blow up, especially with the market the way it is. So.
And that's like one of the things that we're preparing at the Node Factory is when things blow up, we're just trying to find the most profitable ASICs to, sell shares and make it somewhat profitable for everybody if we can break down the cost a little bit.
And you should talk about that again in a second. I just want to say hey to a few people. Shout out to Amy Lives Crypto. Welcome. Appreciate you showing up tonight. Always. Billy, Crypto Billy in the house.
Had a great time with him.
Yeah, last week that was a great Matrix Money Talks. Make sure if you haven't watched that, you go back and watch that. And Chris is saying cards make more sense at this time. You guys agree with that?
Ooh.
Wait. What cards?
What's a card?
Like graphic cards.
Like graphic cards?
I'm assuming that's what he means by that. Yeah.
I'm torn because there's some new creators out there who I don't know if you guys have heard of him. I can't even remember his name, but if you look up like the guy who bought 148 GPUs, like people are buying cards and making money off of them, mining crypto. I'm not talking about just AI and renting. I'm like talking about like actually mining crypto and adjusting their algorithm to the most profitable coin, like old school, just mining.
Time consuming.
Working. Yeah, very time consuming.
Very time consuming.
I don't know if I could return to that. I do have like all my cases. I still have them.
Yeah.
Can't say the same for my cards. I sold a lot of them, except for the ones that were given to me as gifts. Like Overboard gave me a gift card. Sadie gave me a gift card. Like cards that I got from the community, I saved.
Yeah.
Panda, if you're watching, Panda, screw you for basically giving away my card that I gave you. I gave him a 5500 XT Challenger edition, and then he just gave it away on one of his streams. I mean, not really, not really screw him, but But anyways, So I can see that. I can definitely see that.
And Amy appreciates your honesty there, FF.
Always telling the truth.
Yep. Absolutely. I will not lead you astray. Well, sometimes I might.
Well, maybe sometimes.
Not financial advice.
Yeah,
it seems like the best play right now, definitely overall for set it and forget it, seems to just be renting out your GPUs for some sort of AI machine that'll pay you whatever at the point.
And 10 minutes to midnight. Welcome. I love that name. I like that name. That's awesome. And yes, cheap power is the key.
Yeah, cheap power is definitely the key. That's why I said, like, even for the rigs that I am buying that I did promote, you have to rewind and watch it again to hear what that is. I'm not saying it again, but just
Right.
find a good cheap place to host them at, and somebody that you trust, reputable. Um, uh, I'll just tell you where I have mine hosted. That might help the community as well.
Yeah.
Terra Hosting, that's Hawk and
Hawks.
the Mining
Yep.
Kings company. Very, very reliable. I've never had an issue with them. When they do have downtime, they usually let you know. Very similar to them would be BitCap. I'm talking about like massive farms. BitCap is great. They are the cheapest. That's where I have a majority of my rigs.
Oh, okay.
Saying cheapest, meaning I pay a little bit under 8 cents, which is
Wow.
insane, right?
That is really cheap.
That is cheap.
So big cap. I'm just like throwing out all the stuff because again,
Is that
I
is
do
that volume
gatekeep.
pricing?
No, it's not volume.
That's just wow. That's really good.
You can call them up, and they're actually building out a 4 megawatt farm.
Yep.
Coming in January. So yeah, like and all that's going to do is just lower the price even more, right?
Absolutely.
So
Wow. Okay.
you guys might be able to get in, around a little bit lower than 0.079 cents, right? I think you guys would be around like closer to the mid sevens in cents if you go a bit cap in January. Mm-hmm. Then another place that I have hosted is more like I would say like a small homey farm where, like, if I ever need to hit this guy up, he's always going to be there. He's like one of your mom and pop type shop farms, which is kind of what I'm building with my neighbors would be Iowa Mining. I have a couple rigs there too. His price is very comparable to Terra Hosting. So if you don't want the big farm sort of lifestyle of Terra and want to have somebody who you can just call, right, or just text and say, hey, I need you to update my L3 to mine Feathercoin or something like that. Sorry, I feel like my voice is going away. I probably need some water. But let's say you just wanted him to do like a quick update like that. I feel like with Terra Hosting, because there's such a large farm, you're not going to get that immediate response. Same thing with BitCap, because they're larger.
What happens when you get bigger?
Yeah, but the mom and pop ones, if I need him to make a change like right now, he could do it. So
that's great.
That's where I have my big rigs hosted currently.
Yeah,
until my farm gets built out. So.
I agree with Terra. Terra's excellent. I'm also hosting with Musk Miners. We have a few Bitcoin miners, and we also have some Casper miners over there. Reliable service. Pricing was about 10 cents, and based on volume, I'm sure you can get a little bit lower depending on what you're trying to do. But they've been excellent with me. Still looking around though. You never know. There's a lot of opportunities. It's the GPU rigs. If you want to host that somewhere else, you're a little bit more limited with that. And I know Terra has an option with that, but there is fewer hosts available when it comes to getting those rigs out. Yeah,
BitCap won't do that. And if you do want to switch jar to BitCap, just let me know. I have spoken to the CEO of the company. I have spoken to his wife. I have good connects.
Oh yeah, all right.
Not flexing, but I mean I'm kind of flexing now. But
you just look like good connects.
But yeah, like seriously, like I feel like that's something that was mentioned in our last live stream last week, which is like community, right? And like
100%.
Just being like giving back and like helping each other out should be number one. And for the few people that are watching us, like I want to help you guys out, right? So yeah, givers gain, exactly. So hit me up. I have contacts there. Get you in their spots. I literally just spoke to one of their sales guys today too. So like there's spots available. Like let's all make it together. We all want to make it together.
I love it.
Right?
I love it. I love that attitude. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I saw that comment on a Gala node. Was that Mike that
it was Rain.
Oh, Rain here. Okay. It was not cheap. Still, in my perspective, I still don't think they're that cheap. I picked one up a few months ago. It was, I want to say 1,600 or 1,700. I don't like crossing $1,000 for nodes if I don't have to, but Gala, because they've been around for so long, because they're so deeply entrenched in the entertainment industry, they have a chance for survival. They also have really good connections when they want to bring artists on. Like Snoop Dogg was one of the artists that they brought on for Gala Music. Especially with the film industry, I think Lionsgate is connected to them in some way. I might be wrong about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they have really good relationships, and that was the reason why I got into Gala. And I've been buying Gala for probably 2 years, so not very much, 20, 25 bucks at a time, just as the price was dipping. And then when it actually came down fairly low, I just topped it up and picked up a music node. However, with the music nodes, if you do not fill up all the slots with tracks, you're not maxing out profitability. You'll barely break even if you're hosting it somewhere. The founders node. Yes, that was incredible. So if you were able to pick up a founders node, I believe that peaked at $100,000 in value.
What?
Yeah, the founders node. This is one of the original. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that founders node, the original one, skyrocketed in price. And when it was released, I want to say it was about $5,000 to pick up a node. I remember hearing about that, and even for me, like I'm not even $5,000 is still too much. I'm not going to be picking up at $5,000, but that accelerated in value, and that's one of the. That's one node that most people talk about when it comes down to where things could go down the road if they have a strong project.
That's beautiful to hear.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
that's awesome. I really hope that my Larissa node does something, because that project has they update on X, but when it comes to price action,
Can I just bring that up for a second here since you brought it up? Because
yeah,
it pumped. It pumped for some reason. I don't know why.
it pumped. What? I haven't been looking at it.
I thought that's why you brought it up.
No, I know.
Here it is.
Disappointing. What?
This is. Let me do 7 days, because you can see it was sitting at about 1.5 cents,
Okay.
and it went all the way up to about 5.5 cents.
Quick
So-
FF, take profit.
Yeah.
If you're
That's
running
what
a Larissa node, it was
sounds
down
like
20%, and obviously people are taking money out right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went up, nowhere near the highs from before. But if you're holding and you need to get some cash out, this is a good one. It's a good, decent opportunity right now.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
this thing is
someone
just
on Twitter
dying.
pointed that out. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
FF, do you have project updates for your project? Do you have updates like
My only update was, again, you guys are gonna have to rewind, give us some more watch time. Just gonna be blunt. Give us some more watch time. But yeah, that was my only update, was that miner that I'm buying, and then I'm gonna get it hosted, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we started building the solar farm, but I just haven't created a video for it yet. So
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be interesting to see.
Yes.
I want to know the setup. I'm really curious to know how many panels you got going and how you're gonna manage that, because it seems tricky to balance power usage and batteries and miners, and if you're gonna get it to run around the clock. I don't know if that's the goal, but
the goal is to run around the clock.
Yeah.
But again, thankfully, I don't have to do any of that stuff. I'm just going to be recording everything after the fact when it's all done. I'm more of like the money guy and the guy who can set up the miners, I guess, as a part
He's
of
the
this
bank.
business
Okay.
venture. Yeah. So when it comes to the technicals for the electricity and how that works, I can care less. Just make sure that it works 24 hours and we're good to go.
And happy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. How about yours, Jar? I mean, maybe you want to explain again what it is, because I know we got some people here who weren't here the last time you talked about it, and what you got going with yours.
So with nodes or with just DeepIn? Because I have a lot.
No, with your shares, doing the shares on the mining.
Okay. So the business that we're running is called the Node Factory, and it's not exclusively nodes. We've branched out, and it's for those higher cost items. Like I was talking about Gala, even though Gala is not one of the offerings, it might be one of the offerings. It has to be a little bit more profitable. We don't want to jump into projects that you're not actually going to make anything off of. Higher risk, higher cost projects are the ones that we're looking at. We divide it up into digestible portions. So if it's like $1,000, we'll split it up in 5 ways. So it's $200 per person, and then you get your share of the APR for each node that we're producing. We pay out monthly, we pay out weekly. It really depends on the project of itself, but we also want to incorporate payments on demand. So when you have it sitting in your account, you can go ahead and withdraw and move that. ASICs is the other thing that we recently got into. The Bitcoin ones weren't so profitable, but because the price was very attractive, we started picking those up. There's a lot of diamond hand holders that we have that want to pick up shares of Bitcoin miners, so we picked those up as well. We have Caspa, we have the L9 that's on pre-sale right now. We have a few other ones, the lithium's in there as well. So we're just looking at whatever is hot on the market that people want to get into, but it's not quite affordable. That's what we're targeting right now, and try to even the playing field a little bit, if you will. So that's what we're doing over at the Node Factory. Did I put any more polls up? Speaking of polls, I'm actually going to Home Depot this weekend. I'm going to Home Depot. I'm going to be picking up possibly a third poll. I have some more weather miners to test out. Fry is launching a few new weather miners that run on helium, so that's how they get their connectivity. Nice. So I'm testing those out. There'll be videos on that. Weiru, I made a video on this. I shilled that one. They have something called Prometheus, which is an outdoor Wi-Fi miner. Perfect for my area because I have a lot of traffic, a lot of foot traffic that comes around. So the possibility of increasing my earnings is also there. Yes, there's going to be some new polls. It's starting to get cold. So whatever I'm going to do right now, I just want to get it out there and then start worrying about the cabling after. I got to heat up the shed, I think. And then there's a new project. It's a DeepIn project. It's a weather miner as well. It's called Nebula. And I'll be talking about that probably a little bit more next week because I've just been talking to the team right now just to get as much detail as possible. I'm starting to see that space. It's starting to get a little bit congested now. There's a lot of people that are getting into the decentralized weather gathering space. So I'm wondering how long it'll take till it's oversaturated. But there's a lot of areas like car miners that are coming out, like NatX and Demo and everything else. They're gathering data for different sort of uses and practical uses, but weather is just weather, right? There's not a whole lot of different data points that you can grab for that. So I'm just interested to see where it evolves to, who's going to pay for this information, and who's going to be the top dog at the top. So I'm spreading it across the board right now and seeing. I'm trying.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Nice.
Did you say you got a Tangent ring in? Are you doing a video on that?
Yes, I did. This thing's amazing. Where did I put it?
It is amazing.
Am I the one that didn't get
he lost it? He lost it.
Oh God! No, I think it's upstairs. No, I did get it. You know, I didn't know that the ring actually comes with 2 cards. Yes. I thought that was that's. I don't know why I didn't know that, but it comes with 2 cards. And we're gonna have one to give away. Just so you know, I'll just put it out there.
Really?
I got an extra one, yeah. However, you have to be size 12. So if you're not size 12, I mean, you can maybe re-gift it or something like that. But I was sent an extra one. I want to do a full review on it, and then after that, we can go ahead and release it. We could probably just do a draw right here on the channel. I think would be great. Awesome. But an excellent piece of hardware. It looks like it's very sturdy, well built. Because I've been ratting this thing off a few surfaces to see how it does, and it's handling pretty good.
Yes, I'm going to be doing a follow-up video on mine to take it, and I've been soaking it in water. I've stuck it in the freezer. You know, I've dropped it in places it probably should never. I won't even put on video. You know, it's yeah. Anyway. But we'll see if it still works, because honestly, I haven't tested it. I'm just throwing it around and beating the crap out of it right now.
Try it out, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. So I'll be surprised like everybody else.
Oh, Chris is saying COC can be held on Tangent. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're adding new ones all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of coins.
You can do staking now with Tangent. Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. Did I freeze up? Sorry about that.
No, you didn't. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So CCM, what do you got going on this week?
Well, I got a live stream tomorrow morning with Joe from Trade Intuition. We're going to be going over the latest Kathy Woods video where she's talking about what she sees for the future of innovation, the US dollar and cryptocurrency. So we're going to be walking through that tomorrow. I don't know that I'm going to be able to drop a video in time for Thursday, but Friday I'll be doing my normal Crypto on the Rocks, which has been picking up a lot of steam, and everybody in the chat here is always there, and I appreciate you guys for being there. So I'll see you guys on Friday for that. That's what I got going for the rest of this week for me.
Good stuff. He says, you're right. I'm actually size 11, but they sent me a 12. So the 12 is the one that I'm giving away.
There it is.
True. The 12 ends up being the biggest size that they have. So again, I don't think this is female friendly because of the smaller hands and everything else. I'm not really sure how that would work with across the board. I think
this first batch isn't. Yeah,
it's limited, right, in sizing.
Well,
so I'm sure that'll change down the road.
You can always, if the ring is too big, they have like little things that you can put to basically, little sizers. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that's not women friendly. I don't want to because Tangem hasn't sponsored me yet. So maybe they'll sponsor me and
I got an email for you. Don't worry, I'll set you up, bud.
Yeah. So let's not throw any shade to Tangem.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. No shade.
Let's work together. Make me make more videos.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I love Tangem. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got tonight, guys. I don't know. Anything else?
No, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I hope this market continues. I hope we can blast off. I'm really hoping we can hit 100K. I don't know how long it'll take. By the pace that we're going on right now, it doesn't seem like it'll take too long, but we know how things pull back a bit. See where we're at.
Went up way too quickly.
Yeah. That was a huge pump. 88K.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll
I think it will hit that 100K jar. I'm with you, but I mean the way that it went up was just absolutely ridiculous. And if it keeps going up like that way, I may have to sell my bag because
wow. Really?
Yeah. Again, this is just more honesty coming out of me. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna sell my miners. I told you guys I'm buying more miners, but when there's this much hype and this much FOMO and this sort of price action, I don't want to make the same mistake twice. That's
very smart. You got to take your money sometime.
Right?
Is there a number, or you want to share a number that you're looking for,
or? I think there is no number. It's more based off of the sentiment, and right now that sentiment is euphoria, and I feel like that's when I have to look at myself and say, am I going to follow everybody else to the bag holding again for another couple of years, or am I going to take a little bit off the top like I want to?
Yeah. And
just keep it aside, just like you said with your CAS. Like, can I just swap my CAS to a USD CAS equivalent on chain, right?
Yep.
Like,
this is a stable coin just to hold.
Just a stable coin just to hold it. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Right now. So
buy right back in after a dip.
Exactly. So
there you go.
That's where I'm leaving at for this live here. Is I may be selling if it goes.
A good way to track that, just to note this, is Google Trends. Just look up Bitcoin, watch the chart. And see the sentiment. It's just happening live right in front of you. So if you want to see how that's working out, Google Trends is a really good tool to use.
And Sadie, welcome and thank you.
Thanks, Sadie.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Appreciate it. Oh, and here we go. Suggestion to keep it at this time. So there, I don't think we're planning on moving it.
It seems to work out fine for me too. Yeah. So
So we're going to be here, and thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. And there you go.
Shares. Thanks, Mike. We're trying to grow. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Awesome. All right. One of you guys want to wrap it? Go ahead. You guys wrap it. I wrap it all the time.
All right. FF, you wrap it up. There we go. I had a great week. I hope this continues. I hope everyone has a great Tuesday, and we'll see you next week. There you go.
Bye. That's my wrap up. Cheers. Bye.
Later.